Unit 9, Section 3, Consequences of the Great Depression. There was social and political impact of the unemployment that was caused by these banks closing and these factories closing because of the stock market crash, because of the combination of the overproduction before and during and after World War I and the underconsumption by consumers in America when they were unable to purchase as much after World War I. Many of these people lost their jobs because of the factory closings, and the families could not afford to feed them. So a lot of men left their families and moved outside of the cities into what were called shanty towns. Here's a picture showing the homes that these men built out of scrap wood and scrap metal. And here's another picture of an individual home. And what I really want you to notice is the shape of the house is not very good. It's so bad that the family cannot put the stove inside the home for fear that it would burn it down. And then I want you to see the little kid who lives here. So it's not just men that lived in these homes. Oftentimes the families would lose their apartments or lose their homes in the city and would have to move outside the city and live in these shanty towns that were called Hoovervilles. And the reason why they were called Hoovervilles is because the president, when the stock market crashed, was Herbert Hoover. And Herbert Hoover was a Republican who believed that in a system of economics called laissez-faire, which means let do, and that the government did not have a role in our economic system from a regulatory standpoint, and that the economy eventually would fix itself. And so many people blamed Herbert Hoover for the Great Depression. And so this was a negative name for these shanty towns. This completes Unit 9, Lesson 3, the Great Depression and the impacts of unemployment.